I'm only one recipe in and there's already tears. Oh my god.
I was heating up oil and it flew into my eye. First grocery trip of many. On January 1st, I made the decision that I was going to cook Chrissy Teigen's entire cookbook, which is made up of 103 different recipes. A little over 2 months later, I successfully completed that with hands that permanently smell like onions and a very suffered bank account. Out of these 103 recipes, I broke it down into 10 of my favorite and 10 of my least favorite. We're gonna start off with the worst recipes. First up, we have the avocado with toasty crumbles. Good idea. It was too much of a hassle. The bread like burnt when I made it, and honestly, it didn't taste any different than just a regular avocado. Not worth the hassle in my opinion, won't be making again. French onion soup. I'm just gonna let this video speak for itself. So Grandma, what did you think of supper tonight? Yeah, Grandma, just what did you think of supper?
She can't say it, she said.
Don't be polite, don't be polite.
Did you like it?
No.
Roasted carrot and avocado salad. This was decent. It was just pretty time consuming in terms of roasting the carrots and preparing the salad. Then we have the grilled Thai glazed chicken wings. Again, too much effort for a mediocre product. Then we have the ham hock baked beans. This one I will take responsibility for. I don't know how to bake beans. Point blank, they're always hard, they're always crunchy. The flavor was great in these, I'll have to admit, but they were hard. It tasted like I was eating rocks. The crab fried rice. Alexa, play jazz instrumental. This one was so disappointing because from the sound of it, you're thinking crab fried rice, that's gonna be delicious, but again, this was partially my fault. I was being a little frugal and I just happened to have imitation crab meat on hand. And I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna use this. Big mistake, okay? But even aside from that, the flavor in this fried rice was very underwhelming and honestly it was kind of gross, to be honest. I just did not enjoy the texture, the flavor. The grilled portobello mushrooms. Decent, like I would eat it again. I wouldn't necessarily make it again. I would honestly just prefer stir-fried mushrooms or fried mushrooms. The fruit salad with the coconut dressing. I'm going to blame it on where I live. Fruit is not in season in Minnesota, so the fruit I bought, pineapple, mango, everything, was disgusting. It was overripe. It tasted like vomit. Like, not even trying to be dramatic. It tasted so disgusting. But honestly, the whole coconut dressing was just a little, like, no. I'd rather just have plain fruit. And then last up, I could only think of 9, so she's having a pretty good rate if only 9 stood out to be not good. Is the 3-ingredient chocolate mousse. This, I'm just not a mousse person. It's too rich. I would much rather have something more fruity and lighter, but yeah, this one just was kind of like sick to your stomach. It was too sugary. It was 2 bites and you're like, okay, I can't do it again. All right, and now on to the best recipes from this book. And let me tell you, this list was hard to consolidate. First up, we have the black bean and mushroom enchilada casserole. We are taking it straight out of the breakfast brunch category. Was amazing. I recommended it to so many people. I meal prepped it. I had it for like a week straight for lunch. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Then we have the Parmesan minestrone. I think I sent this to every single one of my coworkers. Best soup I think I may have ever had. I'm not a big soup person, but this was impeccable. Another soup is the bacony clam chowder. I'm a big clam chowder person. My mom is too. When we're in San Francisco, like catch her bathing in the clam chowder there. And she told me this was some of the best clam chowder she's ever had. And then we have Pepper's spring rolls. I had to make these with wonton wrappers because I could not, for the love of me, find spring roll wrappers. But regardless, these were amazing. I've already made them, I think, 2 more times, and I finished this book yesterday. The Sleepy Time stew and mashed potatoes. I tell you, this recipe is like a liquid hug to me. I felt like a 70-year-old grandma making Sunday dinner for my grandchildren when I was eating and cooking this. And that was such a vibe. The cheesy chicken Milanese, I can honestly say this was probably some of the best chicken I've ever had. The flavor was phenomenal. It was prepared so well. Is that like tooting my own horn? It definitely was a lot of work in terms of preparation. 100% would make this again. Pan seared fish. I believe the recipe called for walleye, but my dad is allergic, so we used salmon. But it just took my salmon to the next level. The buttery crust it gives this fish is so delicious. Steak Diane. I can't, like, thinking of this recipe gets me emotional because it was so good. I will never financially recover from this. The creamy mushroom sauce. The meat cut like butter. The spiced rub Parmesan garlic chicken. I thought this one was good, but my family has not stopped talking about it since. Like, it was great to me. I thought it was good chicken, but my brother, who is the pickiest eater, loved this. And then last but not least, we have the coconut short rib curry. Again, the texture of this meat, you can't even put words to describe it. The combination with the jasmine rice, like, I felt like a chef. The fact that I made that, I was like, These are bomb. Expectation. Reality. Eggplant. Eggplant emoji. Today, we're cooking with the eggplant emoji. Okay?
Don't cut your fingers.
Let's just stop. This might be one of the grossest things I've ever done, but I don't have a food processor, so I'm using my blender. And I drink my smoothies out of here every morning. So I swear, if my smoothie tastes like fish tomorrow, I'm not gonna be happy. Oh! We have the gals in the kitchen. We're making meatball subs. These look so good. I'm obsessed.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
This is the crispy rice salad without the egg.
Okay, Chrissy.
So for today's recipe, we have the, I don't even know what this is, like the squash sweet potato stir fry with the couscous. So for today's recipe, I'm terrified. It's the carrot coconut soup, and it sounds horrible. I don't like carrots in soup. I don't like coconut really ever. But we're gonna have an open mind, and if it's bad, at least I tried it.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Okay, today I made the spicy breakfast hash. New salt. Those were my top 10 recipes. Again, it was so hard to narrow it down because I would say 70% of the recipes in this book were great and I would make again. I do have to say, right after I finished my last recipe, it was a bit bittersweet. Not to be like sappy, but this book really helped me during quarantine. I've been pretty much staying in the house for over a year now. So having something to work towards, having a fun goal, learning new things really did help me. Rumor has it she has a third book coming out, so I might be running to the store as soon as that drops on the shelf. Thank you so much for following along with me on this journey. I learned a lot. I can confidently say I'm a better cook because of this book. It pushed me out of my comfort zone to try recipes that I would have never thought to try. Coconut carrot soup. Finally made it to recipe number 103.
Yeah! Ooh! Way to go.
Graham, I finished my book. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time.